this Tuesday, the 16th of May 2023. Now, this is a tribute video now for my late friend Warthad, who passed away the 5th of April 2020. His birthday, his official birthday, was actually on Sunday, the 14th of May, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make it to the stud on his actual birthday. I had to do the tribute video at home for his birthday, so I'm doing this kind of like a small talk, just to as a tribute to him, because he was a very special horse to me. He meant the world to me. He was a very special friend, and unfortunately, as I said on the tribute video, I didn't know him as long as I would have liked. I only knew him about an hour, a year and a half. I got first introduced to him back in 2017, February 2017, and he was the most funniest horse you could ever meet. He was a real character, and this is the stable. And you get the number at the door.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
This is the stable where he was when we first came here back in 2017. Liam and I, he was in the stable when we first came here. Lucky Vegas in here now. But this is the table where Warthad was, and he was moved down to the other end, moved down to number 9 the following year, 2018, and September, or the end of 2018, he moved down to number 9. So he moved down there. Sorry, he moved down. So he's moved down the other end at the end of 2017, and the end of 2017 he moved down to the far end, and then he stayed there for a year until the October of 2018. Then he was relocated to France, and he was in 2 stables, two studs. So I beg one, 2 studs. He's in 1 stud. He only stayed there for a year, and he wasn't settling in very well. He wasn't happy for some reason. Then he moved to another stud. I can't remember the names of them now, but and
in France.
They're in France, but I don't know the names of them. I can't remember the names of the actual studs themselves. But he passed away, the second one that he was moved to, and his fee, I think was 2,800. I think that's what his fee was. And he won 9 races himself, and his sire was De Bowie, and his dam was Wigman was his dam, and so it's an unusual one then. I'm not too sure. I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything about his dam. I know that De Bowie is still very much alive. He's now 21, and he's still doing very well. He's doing magnificently. I think Nabel, her second foal, I think is by De Bowie. This is the second foal. The second foal is by De Bowie. Huh?
Yeah.
The second foal is by De Bowie. Her first foal was by Kinma. Her second foal is by De Bowie, and I think it's a filly. And and he's now 21 years old, and he's in great nick. And he's doing magnificently on the tracks, and he's done a load of wins. And his son, Night of Thunder, is in Kildagan stud, which is not too far away from here. And I goes up. I was only a few metres away from him there. And back in January, I went to the Stallion Trail, and I was up close to him, and not too far from him. And I didn't stand too far away from him at all in January. I went to the Stallion Trail. That's the reason I went to the Kildagan stud, for the Stallion Trails, so I can get up close to Night of Thunder. I'm very big into the Night of Thunder. He's a gorgeous horse. He's a chestnut, different colouring than De Bowie's a bay. And Warthad's very like his dad. Warthad is very dark compared to his dad. Dad's a bay, and Warthad was nearly more or less black, nearly jet black. And he's a real character. He's very, very funny. He's always nodding his head. Anytime that was his way of communicating with every time you talk to him or asked him questions. The only way he communicated would be nodding his head. He's kind of like the Mr. Red of the stud. He's hilarious. He had a real character. Very funny. Great personality. He wasn't like any other horse that you could ever meet. He's unique. A very unique horse. It's probably the right word, just to put it. So probably the right word to call it. unique, very different to any other horse. And I would have liked to have known him a bit longer. He was here since 2011, and he left here 2018. And but I would have liked to have been here since he came to Studhoe. And I do regret not being here. I do regret not being here since back in 2011, or maybe even sooner than 2011. I would have got to meet him when he came here, when he first arrived, on his arrival to the stud. And it's also Gay Force as well. He came 2014. I would have got to see all their arrivals and see other big names as well, big like Bob and Vintage Crop, Muscle Flyer, all the big names, and Jeremy, all the big names that were here. And would have liked to see all those big names in Vergla and all the big names that used to be here before. So I'm sorry I never got to be here all those years ago, and would have seen him Invincible in his prime, and you know, and he's still looking magnificent today. He probably looks the same today as he did back when he was younger. He still probably looks the same as he did back when he was younger. Today, like he hasn't aged at all. He still looks very youthful for the age he is. He's 26 now. But Wartad, I do miss him. I was devastated when they moved him to France. He passed away at the 5th of April 2020 at the age of 13 due to a ruptured aorta, which is, I think, it's the heart. And I was heartbroken. I was down on my knees screaming, and I'm still grieving to this day. I'm still grieving. I find birthdays, anniversaries very difficult days, as you can probably imagine. And not only Wartad, but any horse that I get close to, and birthdays, anniversaries, I find those days very difficult. We've lost a horse very recently. You probably know one of the living legends passed away, and I'm taking his death very hard as well, too, Kicking King. But Wartad's now 3 years dead. It's hard to believe, but the 3 years have flown very, very fast. They've gone very quickly. They've flown by, haven't they?
Yeah.
They got very, very quick. They've flown very fast, you know. I would have liked to have done this talk here at the stud on Sunday, but I couldn't make it on Sunday, fortunately. So that's the reason why I'm doing the tribute here today. They're kind of doing it's not really a birthday tribute. It's kind of just a talk. It's just a kind of a tribute, just to make up for not being here on Sunday for the actual day. So I walked a later tribute for you, but I did a talk for you on your birthday on Sunday, but it was at home. But it's not like I've forgotten you, wherever you are, you're here somewhere. You'll be always remembered. Wartad, you'll be always remembered in our hearts, and he never will be forgotten. He never will be forgotten, Wartad. He will always be remembered in the Arsenal, from all the staff here at the stud, and by me and all your fans as well. And you live on in your dad as well, in your dad, and also your dad's legacy and all stuff as well. Your legacy and your dad, and your offspring as well. Your offspring are doing you very proud on the tracks as well. Your offspring are doing very well. They're doing you very proud on the tracks. So you live on in your offspring, and your legacy will live on forever in your offspring as well. So I'll be thinking of you, and I do miss you, and may you rest in peace, and may you live on in our hearts forever. Thank you, Wartad. Thank you.
Both of you.